Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
People living in Clay County, north of Oakport, fear an emergency will happen and first responders will not be able to get to them. Thank you for joining us tonight. The homeowners living near County Road 1 and 70th Avenue North are concerned about a road closure that's been going on for the past 2 days. It's leaving homeowners with limited access. County Road 1 is being raised as part of a flood protection project. An investigation by Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop uncovers a mistake that was made by one of the companies involved in the project.
Dad, I thought my mom was kind of on the phone, was kind of over-exaggerating a little bit, and I got here and I was like, oh my God, this is absolutely horrible. You can't make people live like this.
The intersection of 70th Avenue North and County Road 1 is a mess. You're not able to travel east or west. Jody Lensmeyer is visiting her parents from out of state and says it was a challenge to get to their house. Lensmeyer and her father are concerned because what if they need an ambulance?
There's no road. They have tore it up. They had one over there with a culvert underneath it, and they tore that out, so there's no access.
While we were talking with the family, the utility contractor approached us asking if there was a problem. The man said the road would be back open by the end of today or tomorrow, and that they were told from Altug, the engineers in charge of the project, to use the nearby private drive. Okay, so all this should be flat, completely flat for them to...
At least the road will be. The front yard is still going to be messed up.
So this is the route we're going on right now that the contractors and the families living back here must use. It's a private drive right through someone's property. A spokesperson from Altug said that this decision was not made by their contractors, but the utility company. There were no plans for the road to be closed. Once Altug found out, they demanded the road to be reopened. In Clay County, Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
Jody Lensmeyer called our whistleblower hotline after not being able to get answers from the workers on scene. After our investigation, they realized the mistake and the road was reopened this afternoon. If you need help uncovering an issue in your community, call our whistleblower hotline at 237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth. So far, so good today, but we're keeping our eyes on potential storms this evening for some of us. Here's meteorologist Robert Hahn with a look at tonight's forecast. Robert?
And we have seen a couple of small storms begin to develop, but more where that came from as we head through the evening hours and into tonight. Right now, temperature is a mix of some 70s, 80s, and 90s. A rain-cooled 73 in the Detroit Lakes area, 82 here in Fargo, 90 in Jamestown, 91 down in Sisseton. Winds have been strong and gusty. They'll remain strong and gusty as we head through the rest of the evening and into tonight. That's going to keep temperatures from dropping off too much. Many areas not getting below 70 overnight tonight. Just a few clouds out there off towards the east, and underneath those clouds, that's where we have seen a few showers and some thunderstorms. Northern Otter Tail County getting some showers and some storms, and Detroit Lakes getting a little bit of rain. It looks like into the Perham area, Sabika over towards Wadena, getting a few showers and storms as we head through the next few hours. More showers and storms develop off towards our west and north. Some of those could be severe as we head through the overnight hours, but as we head through the rest of the evening here in Fargo, I think we jump back up into the mid-80s by the 7 o'clock hour and then slowly drop off to right around 80 by the 9 o'clock hour. More on those chances for severe storms, as well as a look at your weekend forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Okay, thanks, Robert. And you can stay up to date on the weather conditions where you are anytime on your smartphone or tablet. Just download the Storm Team weather app to get the latest weather conditions and even follow the radar live. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store. Traffic is back to normal after an already congested stretch of 13th Avenue South in Fargo had to be closed because of a natural gas leak. It happened in the construction zone near 43rd Street South around 10:15. Traffic had to be rerouted and pedestrians kept out of the area. Emergency responders checked out nearby businesses and some were even evacuated for a time. Others essentially shut down while Xcel Energy crews and firefighters got control of the situation. A Grand Forks man is recovering from some minor cuts and bruises after running from 2 drug agents and resisting arrest. Jonathan Sharp faces numerous felony drug charges, including delivery of a controlled substance and possession of heroin with intent to deliver. He also faces 2 counts of assault on a peace officer and preventing arrest. Police say at this time it's not known whether there's any connection between Sharp and this week's string of drug overdoses in Grand Forks. It's Friday and time to take a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Police say 31-year-old Crystal Borseth is wanted for felony probation violation on possession of a controlled substance. She's 5'2", 125 pounds with brown hair and hazel eyes. Contact Fargo Police or your local law enforcement if you have any information on Borseth. By now, you have probably heard about Britain voting to leave the European Union, a decision that has sent shockwaves across the world. And it's raising a lot of questions. One that may have crossed your mind is, how will this decision impact me? Here are some things to keep in mind. It could hurt the economy, which could in turn hurt your pocketbook, specifically your 401k. It could also make Europe unstable by starting a domino effect with other European countries voting to leave the EU, which could lead to safety concerns. And if you're planning a vacation, traveling to the UK will be cheaper as the US dollar will be stronger than the pound. UND alums, students, and fans are asking why the university spent so much money on a new logo when they just announced the closure of several programs due to budget shortfalls. No matter how the logo turned out, there was going to be an uproar. But many people hope in the future the school will look into utilizing student resources, which some say would have been much cheaper, but just as high quality.
The student body and faculty and staff of such an institution ought to be, capable of doing precisely what's needed for, such a creative project.
On Valley News Live at 6, we'll hear from the man who designed this unofficial logo. It's been shared and seen by thousands on social media, with almost everyone saying this is proof that UND could have gone with someone local for this project. 5 Iraq and Afghanistan veterans received a special tribute in the Northern Valley this afternoon. It was an event put together by several groups to say thanks for their service. Valley News Team's Neil Carlson has exclusive television coverage of today's event.
The event was organized by Ryan Miller of Hunters Helping Heroes. Miller says he uses social media to organize events like this one for vets all over the country.
So we're not just a veteran-based organization. We take out police, military, and firefighters as well. So it's not, post 9/11 veterans. It's not any of that. We take out anybody, active, reserve, retired, military, police, veteran. It doesn't matter to us.
And several other organizations had a hand in raising the money to make all this happen, including FishingAddictions.com and Shields.
Shields has the honor of surprising them with a $250 shopping spree in our store.
For veterans who have sacrificed a lot, today's event is a gesture that's very much appreciated.
Seems like a lot of great guys. I really appreciate what they're doing. It means a lot to us guys. I know some of the other guys have been a little bit more wounded than what I have, and I appreciate everything that they do for us and the service that they've done.
This is really nice. This is a real nice gesture.
So, are you much of a fisherman?
Yes, I am. I love to fish. This is really nice.
The group is now headed to Lake of the Woods for a weekend of walleye fishing. In Grand Forks, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
The group will spend the weekend at Wheelers Point Resort on Lake of the Woods if you'd like to stop by and say hello. Christmas is probably the last thing most of you are thinking about on this warm summer day, but be assured there are some people who most certainly are. And they're tempting you with big, juicy burgers to help you remember the season of giving isn't all that far away and that there are some people who may need a little extra help. And these are no ordinary burgers either. They're called Wish Burgers. And the sale of Wish Burgers provides help for people in need not only at Christmas, but all year long. That help takes different forms according to a person or a family's specific need.
We just had a big Wish recipient out here. She had triplets. They were born at 1 pound each. So they went into the NICU, and man, they've been going back and forth to the cities and stuff. So as you can imagine, that gets really hard on the family. And we were able to give them a check today for $1,000.
The Christmas Wish program has been around for more than 25 years. It's a time to celebrate our culture and take a look back in time. The annual Scandinavian and Midwest Viking festivals are spotlighting everything Nordic. Food, blacksmithing, and historical reenactments are just some of the fun families will have. Organizers say they hope young people will also come out to celebrate their culture.
We kind of hope that the Vikings help get the younger people interested in their cultural heritage, and hopefully they bring in and they decide to come and check it all out and have more fun.
The festival will also run from 10 in the morning until 5 p.m. tomorrow.